USMC. Starring Jim Neighbors as Gomer Pyle. Also starring Frank Sutton as Sergeant Carter.
This past week, Pyle, you've outdone yourself. This past week, you won the Booby Prize. Congratulations. But it's not going to continue. Do you understand, Pyle? I have had it with you. I've had it up to here with you being late for roll call. I've had it up to here with you not having your shoes shined. I've had it up to here with you forgetting your gas mask during drill.
I held my breath, Sergeant.
I've had it up to here with you not having your pants pressed. I've had it up to here with you being the last one out of the chow hall. Do you see where I am, Pyle?
We still got a little ways to go, thank goodness.
That's right, Pyle. I still have a little ways to go. But one more goof, and I'm up to here. And then, Pyle, you win the grand prize.
Grand prize?
That's right, Pyle. A transfer to the Aleutians with no return for 3 years. How would you like that, Pyle?
Would you come along too, Sergeant?
No, I would not come to. As a matter of fact, you'd probably be the only one there, Pyle. I would see to it. You get your thermal underwear, your sea rations, and there you are, all alone in the Aleutians.
Alone?
Alone. Just one more goof, Pyle, just one more goof. So I leave you with 2 little words. Watch it. Just watch it. Now, as you were. All right. Now, you people have 10 minutes to get ready for that hike. I don't mean 11 minutes. I don't mean 10 and a half minutes. I mean 10 minutes. Now, start getting your gear together. You hear, Pyle? That means you too. All right. Take hike. Dismissed.
Hey, what's the matter, Gomer? You really got the sergeant going there.
Yeah, man, he really laid it on.
Well, it wasn't no point in going into it.
Going into what?
The fact is, I got some personal problems that's been bothering me. I know that's no excuse, but that's it.
Well, Gomer, what personal problems?
My cousin Goober.
Your cousin Goober?
He's the one that took my place at Wally's filling station back home in Mayberry. He's a real nice fella. He can take a car apart and put it back together right before your eyes.
Well, what about him?
Well, got this letter from him last week. It seems that he and Wally had this falling out, and he was thinking about quitting.
Well, so what's the big deal about that? He'll get another job.
Well, where would he go? Wally's is the only filling station in Mayberry, and to kind of feel responsible for Goober, I talked Wally into letting him take my place, and I've been thinking about it and worrying. Guess that's the reason I hadn't been doing my best work.
Well, listen, we better get outside. Gomer, get your stuff together. Now, come on.
Come on, hurry it up. Let's go.
Come on, Gomer, hurry up.
Let's look alive.
Come on, Gomer, you don't want to be late, pal.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the Aleutians, do you?
You don't think he'd do that, do you? Send me to the Aleutians by myself?
Well, why test him? Now, get going.
I'll be right with you.
Hey, Gomer, look who's here.
For goodness sakes, Goober! For goodness sakes!
Hey, cousin, boy, is it good to see you? Hey, Gomer, let me take a look at you. Why, you pretty as a catbird. I hardly knowed you. You must have grown an inch and you filled out. Woo-wee! What do you say, cousin? How you making it?
What are you doing here, Goober?
Well, you got my letter, didn't you? Well, I done it. Quit Wally just like I said I would. Dropped my tools and just took off. Felt like taking a trip, so here I am.
Hey, Goober, listen.
Boy, this is a real nice place, ain't it? So this is a Marine Corps. Hey, what's that in there?
All right, you people, move it.
That's my locker. Listen, Goober, civilians ain't allowed back here.
Hey, look at that, green and the blue one. These yours, too?
They're all mine, Goober. Listen.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
What brought you all the way out here?
The bus. One of the 2-story ones. They're cool, and it went fast.
But listen, Goober, you can't stay here.
Hey, Gomer, come on, you're going... Who's that?
This is Goober.
Gomer!
Cousin Goober, you remember I was telling you about him.
Gomer, if you don't get to... It's Gomer.
Goober!
Hey, Gomer, are these some of your buddies?
Uh-huh. It's Frankie and Duke.
Hey, Frankie. Hey, Duke. You sure look sassy in them uniforms.
How did you get on the base, Goober?
I walked in.
Yeah, well, what about the sentry at the gate? Did he try to stop you?
I don't reckon he seen me as talking to another feller at the time.
You shouldn't have done that yet.
Done what?
Gomer, look, you better get him out of here. Having a civilian in the barracks, that could be big trouble. And you can't afford it, you know that.
That's right. Look, Goober, you shouldn't be here. I mean, I'm glad to see you and all, but civilians ain't allowed to visit the base without permission. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Oh, well, I'm not dismissed and I might stay.
What?
That's right. I'm going to have me a look around. If I like what I see, I'll stay and be a Marine. Shoot, why not? I'm free as a bird right now.
Gomer, you better get him out of the barracks.
Look, Gomer, take him out the back, and you better get ready for the hike. Now, go ahead. Come on, Gomer, hurry up.
We'll take your gear and meet you out front.
Come on, Goober, we better go outside. But, Goober, you must have got the wrong idea somewhere. You can't just try the Marines.
Well, why not? That's the way I started with Wally. I had a 5-day trial period.
Oh, my gosh, I got to go.
Where?
On the hike.
Hi, can I come too?
No, as a matter of fact, you got to get off of this base. Now, look, the back gate is right over there. You go out and go on into town and get you a room at the Hotel Agnes, and I'll come to see you later.
Sure can't come on the hike. You're not going to have a picnic too, are you?
Please, Goober, you got to do what I say. I got to go. I'll see you in town. Don't forget the Hotel Agnes. It's real nice. They got a TV in the lobby.
Pull it! Pull it! Pull it! Come on, move it! On the double! Hey! Hey! Hold it! Hold it! Left, left,
L. Well, bunks, no empties. $22 bunks, no empties. What's your name?
Pyle, what's yours?
Swanson. Never mind that. What are you doing here all alone in these barracks?
The rest of the fellers went off on a hike. I wanted to go, but they wouldn't take me.
Confined to barracks. That's no surprise. Pyle, how do you explain that uniform?
You mean it don't fit? Well, I can explain that.
I mean the shoes, the shoes.
Oh, these. Well, I wear them because they're comfortable. My others hurt me across the instep.
You're on report, Pyle. Hands in pockets, out of uniform, unmilitary conduct. Pyle, you stay right here. Don't you leave these barracks, you understand? But get out of those shoes.
Yes, sir.
I mean now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey! Yes, man.
For goodness sakes, you still here, and what are you doing in that uniform?
Hey, Gomer, y'all think I'll make a good-looking Marine? From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of, what's the name of that other place?
Goober, you got to get out of here.
No, I can't do that. Fella come by here and told me to stay right here, and he sounded real serious, too.
A fella? What fella was that?
Well, he's about this big, sounded important, kind of bossy, had a little shiny thing on each collar.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. But there's his name, Private Pyle. Look at his report. Hands in pockets, unmilitary conduct, wearing brown and white shoes. Brown and white shoes? Oh, he's asking for it. He's just asking for it.
So you see, Goober, you can't stay here. It's against the rules, and that's one thing about the Marines. They set a great store by rules.
Well, I don't want to discommode you any, Gomer, but how am I ever going to find out if I want to be a Marine if I can't try it out?
Because, Goober, in the Marines, we always...
Hey!
Here comes Sergeant Carter. Gomer, get him out of here. Get him out of here right now.
I knew this would happen. I knew it'd happen. Wait outside, Goober, quick.
Pyle! Pyle! Where's Pyle?
Right here, Sergeant.
Pyle, tell me it ain't true.
I took him off just like you said.
This is more than a simple case of misconduct. You know what I think, Smith?
The psychiatrist?
Pyle, how would you like to go for a little ride with us?
You mean in there in your Jeep?
That's right.
Well, that sure is nice of you. I always did want to ride in one of them. Later on, you wouldn't think about letting me drive it, would you?
Well, maybe. Maybe. Come on, get in.
Do you know I can take one of these apart and put it back together again right before your eyes?
Step on it, Smith.
This time you have backed me to the wall. There's only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to talk to the colonel. You might as well start packing because you are on borrowed time.
Gomer, what's the matter with you? Why didn't you tell him about Goober?
Well, I couldn't do that. Goober could get into awful trouble. More trouble than me, even. After all, he's just a civilian.
Well, let's get him in here, get him in his civvies, and get him off the base.
Come on.
Goober?
Goober? He's gone. Goober? 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 Goober?
Well, somewhere on this base there's a wandering goober. And since his last name is Pyle, you're going to get all the credit for anything he does.
Well, maybe he went back into town.
Well, I hope so, but he didn't say nothing about going into town.
Well, look, wherever he is, it's not good. Don't forget, he's got that uniform on.
Gomer, if I were you, I'd tell Sergeant Carter and just level with him.
I can't, Duke. I just can't. Goober's my own kin. He could get in real big, serious trouble.
But, Gomer, what about you?
Lieutenant Swanson tells me you were outside the barracks in your stocking feet.
That's right.
You want to tell me about it?
Well, what for, you already know.
What I mean is, why were you outside in your stocking feet?
Because I didn't have my shoes on.
Tell me, Pyle, how do you feel about being a Marine?
Well, that's a good question. To tell you the truth, I don't know yet. I mean, I might just decide to stay, and then again, I might just take off.
Pyle, do you have any dreams you can remember? Perhaps one that recurs?
Say it again.
I mean, a dream you've had more than once.
Oh, yeah, there's this one dream I've had lots of times. It's just awful.
Good. Tell me about it.
Well, there's this great big gas pump, see? And I'm pumping away, and these bells get louder and louder. Bong, 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 bong. It's enough to drive a person right out of their mind.
Bong, bong.
I tried. You got it.
Oh, that'll be all for now, Pyle. Why don't you just go right on back to the barracks?
You mean that place over there where the lieutenant picked me up?
That's right. Why don't you just go back there and take it easy for the rest of the day?
Well, okay. Would it be all right if I take off my socks? If I walk all the way back like this, it'll wear at the heels of them.
Sure. You take off your socks.
Thanks. It's sure been real nice talking to you. You're a real good listener. Say, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like Pilot's flipped.
No. I wouldn't put it that way, Sergeant. But there does seem to be some evidence of a personality conflict.
Sir?
I'd rather not make a hasty diagnosis, but Pyle does appear to have some signs of a double personality.
How do you like that? I never thought he had any personality at all.
What I'm saying, Sergeant, is that this can get quite bizarre. Now, there's a conflict of interest, a struggle of incompatible desires. On the one hand, a striving toward normal behavior. On the other hand, a deviating toward the bizarre. You understand that, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. Pyle is a bizarre.
What I'm saying, Sergeant, is that Pyle has within him a struggle between the good Marine and the bad Marine. Now, it'll be a day or two before I can get out separation orders. In the meantime, go easy with him.
Yes, sir, of course. Does he know yet?
No, he doesn't.
Well, sir, do you think maybe I should tell him? I mean, we've been together since boot camp.
It's a good idea. I think it'll be the best way of handling it.
Yes, sir, I'll be glad to. How do you like that? Pyle, a bazaar. Well, Pyle, we've been together for quite a while now, haven't we?
1 year, 3 weeks, and 2 days.
And you got a lot to be proud of. You made private first class in a year. That's nothing to sneeze at. Who knows? After a little while, you may be able to come back.
Back? Back from where?
Listen, Pyle, I don't know how to tell you this, but it looks like you're going to be leaving here.
You mean to the Aleutians?
Oh, no, not the Aleutians. I didn't mean that. That was just a threat. I mean, well, the fact is, Pyle, we're going to be sending you home.
Home?
That's right.
But I've been watching it, Sergeant. Honest, I have. I was the first one out of the chow hall this afternoon.
No. It isn't that, Pyle. I mean, it ain't a question of simple little goofs anymore. It's the funny things. I mean, when a Marine begins to wear brown and white shoes with his uniform, Pyle, well, let's face it, it's time to bid adieu.
Huh?
That's goodbye in Italian. Some of us can be Marines and some of us can't. It's as simple as that. So just feel proud of the fact that you were in for a year. Well, goodbye, Pyle.
Well, golly, listen, Sergeant, I got to tell you something. I wasn't going to say nothing, but if it means my leaving the Marines, well, I just can't protect him any longer.
Protect him? Protect who?
Goober.
Goober?
That's right. See, it wasn't me that done all them bad things that you think I done. It was him, Goober.
You mean it wasn't you with your hands in your pockets?
It was Goober.
And it wasn't you with brown and white shoes? It was Goober.
That's right, but you don't have to worry, Sergeant. I got rid of him. I finally convinced him he had to get off the base.
Oh, I see.
So is everything all right now? I mean, I don't have to get out of the Marines? You understand about Goober?
Oh, yes, I understand.
Then everything's okay.
Oh, everything's terrific. Now, you just go back to the barracks and take it easy. Rest.
And you ain't mad at Goober, 'cause he didn't know no better.
Oh, no. I'm not mad at Goober at all.
You see, Sergeant, it fits exactly into what we were talking about earlier today. He makes up this fictitious character in order to help him out of his troubles.
Sir?
Well, it's simple. It's like with a small child. They need the approval of their parents so that when they do something bad, they make up an imaginary character to take the blame. If they break a window, it's the bad Georgie that did it. If they run a hose in Daddy's car, it's the bad Donald. You understand, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. But that's with kids.
Well, don't forget, as his sergeant, you're taking the place of his mother and father. Especially now.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Well, frankly, I didn't either. Now, I'll speed up his orders. Meantime, you try to keep him on an even keel.
You mean it can get worse?
You can never tell. Remember, be nice, be pleasant, and if there are any sudden changes, get in touch with me immediately.
Yes, sir. Goober.
Gomer. Hey, Gomer. Goober, what are you doing here?
I thought you was at the hotel. I was going to come see you tomorrow.
Well, I went, but you know what? They wanted us to sleep there. $4.50. Could I stay here tonight?
But I told Sergeant Carter you was in town.
Well, this for tonight. I'll be out of here first thing in the morning. The Marines ain't gonna work for me. Too many people hollering at you.
Goober, you ain't allowed here. It's bad enough during the day, but at night.
I could stretch out under your bunk. How about it, Gomer?
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll just go to Sergeant Carter and tell him the truth. I'll tell him that you're here and you ain't got no place to sleep. And maybe he'll understand. He's a very understanding man. You just wait right here.
Well, ask him how he'd like to spend $4 and I had to sleep someplace one night.
Pyle, what's the matter?
Well, I thought I better tell you. Goober's back.
Oh, yes.
And he hadn't got no place to sleep.
Oh?
He said said he'd like to sleep under my bunk, but I thought I'd better check with you first.
Yeah? Sleep under your bunk? Well, why don't you do that? You let him sleep under your bunk. That's all right.
Are you sure?
Why not?
I told him what an understanding fellow you were, and you are Sergeant Carter.
Yeah, well, good night, Pyle. You just go back to bed, huh?
Well, thank you, Sergeant.
Sure. Doctor, Sergeant Carter. Pyle was just in here. He says the other fella's back again. The one that does all the bad things. I think he's really gone. Maybe you better get right over here.
Cooper.
Carter. Oh, Dr. Reiner, sir.
Is he inside?
Yes, sir. I think so, sir.
Okay, Sergeant. Everything's going to be all right. Now, what bunk does he sleep in?
Number 6 on the left.
All right.
Do you want me to go in, sir?
No, you wait out here.
Yes, sir.
Pyle.
Huh?
Pyle. Who is it? It's me, Dr. Reiner.
Oh, hey, Doctor. Boy, am I glad to see you. I was dreaming about them gas pumps again. Bong, 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 bong.
Sergeant Carter?
Hey, what are you doing out here?
Well, you see, Goober took my bunk. I didn't know where to sleep.
Oh. Well, look, Pyle, since you're going to be leaving...
Leaving? I ain't leaving.
I know. But when you do leave, I just wanted to tell you that it's been nice knowing you and that... Put it there, Pyle. Shake. Hey, Doc, I got him. Out of here.
What is it, Sergeant?
I got him. I got Pyle.
What do you mean you've got Pyle? I've got Pyle.
Hey, Gomer, you can have your bunk back now. This feller says he's got a nice bed for me.
Who's that?
Well, that's Goober, the feller I've been telling you about. He's my cousin.
Hey, Sergeant.
Then who's that?
Private First Class Gomer Pyle, sir.
You mean there is a Goober? A real Goober?
Well, sure, Sergeant. I told you about him twice.
There is a Goober? There is a Goober? How do you like that? There is a Goober! There is a Goober! There is a Goober!
Listen, Sergeant Carter.
How do you like that? There is a Goober!
I think you better come with me. I'll find you a place to sleep
But
tonight,
there is
too.
a Goober!
Yes,
there is a Goober!
You're right.
There is a Goober! There is a Goober!
So all in all, things is pretty good. I don't regret making the trip to see you because sometimes it takes some scouting around to find that happiness is in your own backyard or filling station, as the case may be. Ha ha. Say hey to all the boys and especially to Sergeant Carter. Yours very truly, Cousin Goober. P.S. Hope you like the present I sent you. They had a sale over at Weaver's. I wonder what it is. Oh, ain't that sweet? That Goober.
How do you know they'll fit, Gomer?
Let's see. They feel just fine.
All right, you people. Now, I want every one of you to...